You are now live from the Talking Smack Sports Show. You are now tuned in to the sports world. Your topics are hot, stating the facts and your opinions. Who is the best state you claim? Leave your name, talk smack, and run game. You feel me? You feel me? You are now tuned in to the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. Today is Friday, September 6, 2019. It's a beautiful Friday morning. As you know, football season kicked off last night with the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It kind of started off sluggish, kind of finished sluggish. Packers were able to pull it off to open up the NFL season. You know, it's exciting. The adrenaline is pumping. Time to roll the sleeves up. Time to represent your team and fight with them all the way to the end. Football season has begun, and it's time to let the real fun begin. I want to give a big shout out to Michael Mendez, aka Slow Mo, for doing the intro theme song for the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. You can check him out on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Make sure you like his page, subscribe to him, show him some love, show him a comment, leave him a comment. He has some hot tracks coming up. He's an up and coming artist. He has some good tracks coming up. Make sure you show him the love. Check him out. Leave a comment. Follow him on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Once again, I want to give a big shout out to Michael Mendez, aka Slow Mo, for the intro theme to the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. Appreciate it, bro. We got a hot show coming on for you today, this morning. A lot of hot topics of all sports, of all kind that you can think of. The Talking Smack Sports Talk Show is here for you, the people. You have any facts, you have any opinions, you have any disagreements on what I talk about today, or you have any suggestions on future topics, let your voice be heard. Call the number down below, 1-888-534-8333. Make sure you call that number toll free down low below. Leave a message, let your voice be heard. Speak your mind. You got a fact, you got an opinion, go ahead and let your voice be heard. We'll get you on the show. We'll get you on the show via live, via telephone conference call, whatever it happens to be. You want to battle DJ Lover on the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show? Come on board. So let's get the show going. First topic of the day, we're gonna have, of course, we gotta talk about Ezekiel Elliott signed a major contract with the Dallas Cowboys. That's kind of, I'm a big Dallas Cowboys fan. It can go either way, 50-50. It's kind of a good thing, it's kind of a bad thing. Just depends on how he lives up to this contract extension that he signed. Let's go ahead and play a quick video before we talk more about it. You can grab it. How close are you guys to the deal? Thank you. You're expected to be done the next day or two? Thank you. Hey, Zeke, sign it down, please. Sign it down. Thank you so much, Zeke. I appreciate it, man.
What was your reaction to Zeke too?
Hey, Zeke, just quick by being back to that.
Thank you. That's all I wanted was that. I got my hood.
So you got anything to say? Stop me back. Why? What was your reaction to Zeke?
So that was Zeke Elliott returning back from Cabo, making his return back to Dallas at the Dallas airport. As you can see, the fans were excited. The adrenaline was hype. A lot of excitement in the building. Zeke is back. As you can see, at that time, he already knew the deal was going to be done. All he had to do was put the pen to the paper. So I guess the question would be here is, with Zeke signing, let's go back to the numbers here. Zeke signed a 6-year, $90 million deal extension with the Cowboys. $50 million guarantee. $50 million guarantee, which makes him the highest paid running back in the game today. I mean, he asked for it. He put his name out there. He wanted the big money. Now it's shut up or put up. In my opinion, he needs to bring it. You want to leave a comment below on this topic. If Zeke doesn't bring Super Bowl, at least one, would you call him a bust? So if it's a Super Bowl or it's a bust with this major contract that he asked for, that now that he got, if he doesn't bring home a Super Bowl, would you call him a bust? Feel free to leave a comment down below. If you think he's gonna bring one home, or if you think he's still not gonna bring one home. But once again, my opinion, I believe he asked for this top money. He wanted to be the top guy. Now he's got to bring it. You see, the Super Bowl a bust. My opinion, if he doesn't bring a Super Bowl home to the Cowboys, he's a bust, man. That money was to waste. There's no more excuses. He's got the offensive line in front of him. We just signed Lyon Collins to a 5-year extension. The offensive line is set. You know, we're stabbed with the return of Travis Frydick, as he was gone last year from a disease syndrome. So he's going to be back ready to roll. From Frederick to Zach Moore, all the way to Tyron Smith to Lyon Collins, who's sitting happy right now with his 5-year extension that they just recently gave him. So there's no more excuses, man. He's got a nice offensive line intact. We just we signed Connor Williams, a rookie in the second year, back at the helm. He's just continuing to learn from those veteran linemen. He's going to continue to get better. Can't forget about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott right now only entering his 4th year in the league. He's still growing. He's still maturing. You know, with Dak being such a talent group of guys, there's not really much asked for from Dak Prescott. All he needs to do is make the correct choices, be an average quarterback, make the correct throws, hand the ball off correctly. That's Dak to Zeke, and he does the right things. He's gonna be okay. We don't need to ask too much from Dak. You know, just make the right throws, right decisions, and he'll be all right on that end. From the defensive side of the ball, you know, no need to say more. They proved a lot last season. As from the rookies, from Jalen Smith to Van Der Esch, now with the extension we gave to DeMarcus Lawrence, who is also sitting happy where he's at. He's gonna play up balls off the wall. He's sitting good with his contract extension. We traded for Robert Quinn, still a young Robert Quinn, 29 years old. He's gonna miss the next 2 games for a suspension, failed test. But I feel like he's gonna come back to prove something, that he wasn't picked in the first round for no reason. He's a top caliber player, top caliber pick. He's gonna prove it here with the Dallas Cowboys. They didn't trade for him for nothing. He's gonna come and show that he still has it. You know, he's young. He's only 29. Coming off the end with DeMarcus Lawrence on the other end, it's gonna be deadly. With Quinn and Lawrence, and then up the middle we have Van Der Esch and Smith, and of course Sean Lee. Right now he's still nagging on the injury, but just having this veteran leadership, his veteran skills, and his veteran mindset to lead this group of guys. Also with the intense, motivated, and hungry Chris Richard on the defensive side, him teaming up with Ron Melinari. This defense is a beast. The sky's the limit with these guys. I feel like they're gonna bring it. The defense will take us to the Super Bowl, I believe. Like I said, Dak Prescott just has to make the right choices. Zeke needs to be Zeke. Continue feeding Zeke. He needs to continue eating. He needs to show why he wanted this largest contract. He needs to prove why he wanted this largest contract. Jerry Jones gave him the contract. Now he's got to produce. You know, there's no more excuses. He's got to bring it. There's really no more excuses. You know, from the secondary of the Dallas Cowboys, from Xavier Woods to Woozier, from Byron Jones coming off the Pro Bowl caliber season that he had last season. They're just getting older, and they're getting more experience. Jeff Heath, the hard-hitting Jeff Heath, another year under his belt. These guys, you know, they're just every year they're just gonna get better. The more they work together, the more they stay together and work together in the off season. These guys they're ready to blossom. All the pieces are set in stone. I know there's a lot of big question marks on Jason Garrett. Is he the right guy to lead us? I feel he is. He's also like a Dak Prescott. He needs to make the right calls. You know, he needs to be more tougher on the play calling, making the game time decisions on certain downs. If he's just a little more tougher, he's gonna be a great coach. He's gonna win a couple of Super Bowls, I believe. So this is it. Dak Prescott. Zeke Elliott. If he don't win a Super Bowl, I think it's a bust. This money was to waste. We gave him the money he won. He put it on himself. He's got the money, so now he's got to bring it. No doubt about it. I feel like when there was talk about do we need Zeke to win the Super Bowl, I feel like we could have done better with we could have done as good with Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard from Memphis. He's young, he's fresh, he's hungry. He was looking to prove that he belonged, and I feel we could have done great with Tony Pollard as well. As you can see from previous years, from the backs that we have brought in, for example, we brought in Derek McFadden, who came from Oakland, who was a nobody in Oakland. He was irrelevant in Oakland. He comes to the Dallas Cowboys. All of a sudden, he's a 1,000-yard rusher. And why is he a 1,000-yard rusher? I'll tell you why. The offensive line. Offensive line is deadly. They're one of the best offensive lines since 2005. They've been grooming the offensive line since 2005. They're just continuing to get better year by year now, especially with this year with the return of Travis Frederick. These Cowboys the time is now. They're ready to play, and they're gonna bring it here. So if you feel, leave a comment below if you feel that what Zeke's gonna do with this contract extension that he got. Is he gonna be a buzz, or is he gonna live up to the contract and bring some Super Bowls to the Dallas Cowboys? I feel like the time is now. We got the team, and let's go ahead and bring it. Cowboys, Super Bowl bound. Book your tickets to Miami, Florida. I believe they're gonna be there. All right, guys. Like I said, make sure if you want to call into the show, make sure you dial the number down below. It's gonna be 1-888-534-8333. Make sure you dial that number. Leave a message. Feel free to leave a message. Speak your mind. If you feel like you disagree with the topics, or you disagree with my saying about Zeke Elliott, about them winning the Super Bowl, leave a comment. Don't be shy. It's the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. It's for you, the people. So the next topic we're going to talk about is we have a big game coming up. College football, Saturday, prime time, ABC, 6 p.m. Texas time. We got LSU taking on the Texas Longhorns in a battle of 6 versus 9. Number 6 team LSU taking on the number 9 team Texas Longhorns. It's going to be a battle of quarterbacks with Joe Burrow, another Heisman candidate, with Sam Ehlinger, a proven Heisman candidate who's expecting a big breakout year from the big win he did last season against the Georgia Bulldogs. I feel Sam Ehlinger has a lot to prove in this game, along with Quintana Ingram at the tailback position. The Longhorns are in their backyard. They got the home field advantage. But LSU is a tough team. Coming in, LSU is ranked number 6. They're coming off a big victory last week as well. It's going to be a national televised game. So the Longhorns, this could be a statement game for the Longhorns. It's going to be a statement game for Sam Ehlinger. I know from last season when he made the big statement of we're back after that big win against the Georgia Bulldogs, and I mean a tough, powerful house Georgia Bulldogs. So the Longhorns haven't been relevant, haven't been back knocking on the door since the good Mac Brown days, from the Vince Young days to the Earl Thomas days to the Ricky Williams, Cedric Benson days, Colt McCoy, Jordan Shipley. We can go on and on from all those guys when they wreaked havoc back in the day of the Texas Longhorns. But now with Sam Ehlinger leading the helm, Tom Herman, who they brought in for this specific reason, to win ball games, as he was as in his previous job at Houston, he was a winner. That's all he knows what to do is win. That's why we brought him in. So we have a good guy leading our group. We got a good support system in the AD, a good fan base. We got good support all around for the Longhorns. We got a great bunch of guys leading us team, and I feel like the Longhorns will pull through. maybe around 35-24. They're gonna pull through. The defense is gonna come up strong towards the end and stop LSU from getting the momentum and winning the game. But Ehlinger, this is a statement game for Ehlinger. This is gonna be another statement game for him to get some points out on the polls for the Heisman. It's gonna be a tight race, I believe, in the Heisman race this year with Tua out in Alabama from Jalen Hurts, who had a monster game last week with the Oklahoma Sooners, the former Alabama Tide as well, and also with Sam Ehlinger. And you can't forget about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, he's a hell of a thrower. He's real physical. Last week he threw over 400 yards, over 4 touchdowns. Joe Burrow is another talent, another great talent. But it's going to be a tight race for the Heisman. But I feel Ehlinger, with this game on Saturday, 6 p.m. ABC prime time, he's going to make a statement, and the Longhorns will pull through. Leave your comment below on who you think is going to win, Longhorns or the LSU Tigers. If you disagree with my answer, go ahead and show your comment. Leave your answer, yay or nay. Leave your fact, leave your opinion. You disagree with me, let your voice be heard. Don't be scared. This is the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show with DJ Level. Texas Longhorns 35-24 with LSU. I feel they're gonna get it done. It's a statement game, and they're gonna be on the road to the Big 12 championship, on the road to the national championship. Book it. All right, guys, we have a topic 3. Topic 3 here. We're gonna go over the Bears and the Packers as they played last night in the ruggish game. Bears and Packers. It was kind of a sluggish game. Aaron Rodgers started off slow. Has a new head coach under the helm of Matt LaFleur. Trubisky struggled. Trubisky was supposed to be the future of the Chicago Bears. They traded away draft picks for him. They moved up to get Trubisky for the future. But he started off slow. He threw over 228 yards. He threw an interception, the costly interception in the end zone that was big. It was big for them. They were only able to muster 3 points compared to the Packers' 10 points, which Aaron Rodgers, who was used to letting it air and letting it fly. But it is the first game of the season. You let all the cobwebs out, let all the nervousness out of your body. But hey, what can you say? Football has started. Green Bay was able to get the win 10-3. So all you Green Bay fans, y'all guys are 1-0. Congratulations to y'all. Bears 0-1. So the question is, who's a contender and who's a pretender? You think the Bears are a contender? You think the Bears are a pretender? You think the Packers are a contender? Or you think they're a pretender? Let your voice be heard. Let your comment be heard below. Feel free to speak your mind. What you think? I feel like the Packers they will be contenders, I believe, but with the new head coach under him. They still have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. He's going to bring it. He has that winning mentality. Every year he comes to the league, he wants to win. As you can see, he almost brought his team back into the playoffs with a broken collarbone. Still came back. He let it heal for a while. Still came back and almost led his team to the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is a tough SOB. And every time you have him under the helm, your chances are good as anybody's. Chicago Bears, after losing that rough playoff loss with the missed field goal, I feel like they should have came in here tonight with the anger and with motivation to get off on a good start after leaving the sour note last season in the playoffs. But hey, it's the first game of the season. Who knows? Maybe they lose this one, they might win out. Who knows? It's possible. It's the NFL. Anything can happen. But I feel like the Bears are also contenders. They'll be contenders as well, so as the Packers. And the NFC North is going to be a great NFC North race with the Vikings as well. But I feel the Packers and Bears are both contenders, and they will contend in the NFC. But what's great to see the NFL start off last night. That's the best news of all. We got topic here. The next topic here we have. We're going to talk about the XFL. XFL is going to be coming in February of 2020. As you can see here, I have I'm a big WWE fan, as I have them up here. I'll go ahead and name them off for you. As the XFL will be run by Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who runs the WWE. As you can see, he's been very successful with the WWE. He's worldwide now, independent. They even got their own conditioning facility out in Miami, Florida. Now, which is called NXT. Now they're gonna come on live TV now. They're starting next month, which is gonna be exciting. NXT guys, and which was just a performance based to learn the basics. Now they're actually going to be on TV now in NXT, so that's something big for the WWE. As you can see here, I got the legendary Undertaker. Grew up watching this guy. He was a real physical, real tough. He was just a real character that excited me, and he still does. Forget rest in peace, the Ultimate Warrior, another exciting guy who run to the ring. He was a hungry dog, the Ultimate Warrior. As you can see there, Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of my favorites. Austin 316 growing up, but he was another Texas toughest FOB. He's the one that got the Attitude Era going, the WWF originally, which was the WWF, now it's the WWE. Then of course you got Razor Ramon and Chico. I always like his swagger, the way he walked, the way he talked. He was real macho. And Chico and Razor Ramon. So, so I like to keep my characters every now and then. On the next show, I'll bring out new characters. I'll bring out a sports star. I'll switch it up for y'all guys just to show what interests me and stuff like that. Of course, you can't forget the Universal Championship. That's the current belt out in WWE right now. They've gone through many championships, world titles, but now this is the current title is the Universal Championship. As you can see here, I also have my Modelo. I like to go by saying, don't fold, stay gold. Drink it cold. Drink Modelo. It's the way to go, and that is for sure. So that's what interests me, those things up there, guys. And remember, you can call anytime, toll free at the number down below. It's 1-888-534-8333. Once again, it's 1-888-534-8333. Make sure you call that number, leave a message, let your voice be heard. Don't be shy. This is the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. If you got a certain fact, you got a certain opinion, if you feel you want to talk about a topic that you disagree with, that you would disagree on a topic that I was talking about, or you have a suggestion for a certain topic, let your voice be heard. We'll bring you on the show. We'll bring you via telephone conference call, whatever it happens to be. This is the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show for you, the people. Holla. So back to the XFL. It starts back in It's going to start in February 2020. I'm real excited about it since I'm a big Vince McMahon fan for the WWE. I feel like his first go around with the XFL. It wasn't so successful, but hey, you learn from your mistakes, you learn from your failures, you learn from your wins. So now he's bringing it back. I feel like he's gonna bring it back better than ever. So my question to y'all guys: are y'all interested in the XFL, and how long will they last? Will they compete with the NFL? What you think? Leave your comments down below. We'll talk more about it. My opinion, I feel the XFL. Yes, I'm interested in the XFL. I can't wait to see it. It's a new product. It's something different, Supposedly they're coming up with different rules, different ways to play the game. So it's exciting. It's something new. Will I feel it compete with the NFL? I believe so. It can. There could be some twists. Maybe if some certain players in the NFL are unhappy with the NFL and their current team, then maybe they want to try the XFL. Maybe they can get big names from the NFL going to the XFL. And that could be some excitement. That could be interesting. Whoa, to have for example, just to throw a name out there, for example, maybe we can have a Deshaun Jackson go to the XFL. Who knows? Maybe like a quarterback. Let's say a quarterback. Maybe maybe we'll have maybe Dominic McNabb will come out of retirement and go play for the XFL. Who knows? A big name, Maybe a big name here and there go to the XFL can change a lot of things. But the XFL, they came out with their teams here recently. Of course, Dallas Cowboys, always going to be Dallas Cowboys. It's always going to be Dallas Cowboys. No one's going to take away them. But they were to come up with the Dallas Renegades. So Dallas Renegades is one of the teams out of the 18. There's an 18 pool. The Houston Roughnecks. They also got the Los Angeles Wildcats. The New York Guardians. The St. Louis Battlehawks. And they got the Seattle Dragons and the Tampa Bay Vipers. And last but not least, they got the Washington, D.C. Defenders. So they got some pretty interesting names out there in the 18 pool. It's the 18 division. Of course, I'm a big Dallas Cowboys fan, and I got my mind on anybody. I haven't seen it. First of all, I don't even know there's not even a roster set for each team, but just by the Dallas Renegades, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm going to go with Dallas Renegades. I feel like I'm pretty sure they'll put a good team together. They're led by Bob Stoops, the former Oklahoma, which I'm not a big Oklahoma fan, but Bob Stoops, if he's going to come close to Dallas, well, hell, why not? Support the guy. But as you can see, he did a lot of great stuff out in Oklahoma. Would win every year after every year. Was always a winner. He won a national championship out there with Josh Heupel. He's a Big 12 champion winner. He's won games in college. You can't knock him down. Now he's leading the Dallas Renegades in the XFL. Man, it's gonna be exciting. I feel like they're gonna do big things come next year, 2020, and hopefully I feel they can compete with the NFL. It just brings something different, something new, maybe something more interesting. Why not? But hey, so make sure you tune into the XFL. They'll be out here in 2020 in February. Who knows? They might one day take over the NFL. Hey, it's a possibility. So guys, we got the next topic here coming up. We have let's talk baseball here. Baseball for all the baseball fans. Who has a better shot of winning the World Series? The top two teams right now are the Yankees and Dodgers. So leave your comment below on who you think has the best shot of winning the World Series, Yankees or Dodgers. I was always an Alex Rodriguez fan, so wherever he win, I was gonna cheer for wherever he went. So he played for he played a while for the Yankees, won the World Series with the Yankees. So I'm gonna go through the Yankees. The Yankees, they got a good solid rotation out there. They got a good solid rotation leading the way with Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge leading the way in the batting department. I feel with Chapman, the closer. He's also doing big things, throwing fire in that nasty fastball. He had 100 miles per hour with the curveball coming back at it. But the Dodgers too, they're right there. They had a 3-game series not too long ago. Yankees were able to pull that out, but it was a tough series between both teams. But I feel with the strong rotation of the Yankees, led by Gary Sanchez, Aaron Judd, Mateo, these Yankees are, like the older Yankees, the old Yankees with Paul O'Neill, Bernie Williams, and you had, of course, Derek Jeter. These guys, Jorge Posada, and of course the rotation with David Wills. You had Andy Petty, you had the legendary Roger Clemens. The Yankees are, it's like they're back to form with a lot of young bucks, a lot of new names who are looking to make a name for themselves. But I feel they got the better shot of winning the World Series over the Dodgers. I feel like they're led by a good manager, and Aaron Boone has been there. So I feel like the Yankees have the better shot. But I just feel like their rotation will come back at the end. Hopefully, CC Sabathia can come back strong, bring that veteran leadership towards the end. It seems like he might miss out the season, the postseason as well with a knee injury. But hopefully he can come back strong. But who knows? But from the pitching standpoint, for the Yankees, with Tanaka and Happ and German, they got a strong rotation. They're leading the way, and also with Paxton. Like I said, CC Sabathia can come back, bringing that veteran leadership. Who knows? Sky's the limit. The Yankees, they're well known for winning. They want to get back on that winning note, and what better do it now with this great team they have, the great season they've been having. Right now, they're currently number 1 overall, better record. The time is now. Let's go ahead and get it. World Series time, New York. If you feel like you disagree with me, leave your comment below. Let your voice be heard. This is the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show with DJ Level. Make sure you call the number down below, 1-888-534-8333. Let your voice be heard. Toll free. Make sure you call. Nobody answered. Leave a message. Say your feelings. You got a certain topic, certain idea you want to talk about, something certain you disagree with me on. Let your voice be heard. Don't be shy. Next topic here, we have the AFC North. AFC North, who's winning the division? You have from the Steelers to the Browns, Ravens, Bengals. It's usually always the Steelers coming out on top with Big Ben and Antonio Brown. At the time when they had the running back, which, who's with the Jets now, I think, but with the Brown, and then, of course, the Killer Bees, that they had, But then again, you have the up-and-coming Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens, second year in Lamar Jackson coming in, taking over the helm for the Ravens. They added Earl Thomas to the secondary. These Ravens are, they're vicious. They're vicious with Jackson as well, leading the way in the secondary for the Ravens. But then again, how about those Browns? The Browns, with Baker Mayfield second year under his helm, they traded for Odell Beckham Jr. They added Nick Chubb. I think the Browns are, they're destined. They're destined to make some noise out there in the AFC North. But you can't count the Steelers. The Steelers are always there. They have Big Ben. They still got Mike Tomlin. They got Juju Schuster. He's a big receiver. He's real talented. He can do big things. So it's going to be real exciting at AFC North. But I feel the Ravens are going to come back strong with Lamar Jackson. They're going to make some noise. It's the time. It's the turning of a next chapter. The Steelers had their time. They're ruling that division. Ravens with Lamar Jackson, young Lamar Jackson coming in. Of course, with the defense, their defense is stacked from top to bottom. You can't count out the Baltimore Ravens. So my take is the Baltimore Ravens are going to come out the AFC North and they're going to make some noise out there in the AFC. If you disagree, leave a comment down below. Let your voice be heard. This is the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. All right, guys, we're going to end this here with the last topic here. Of course, who's winning the NFC East? NFC East, man. In my eyes right now, all I can see is it's down to two teams. That's the Philadelphia Eagles, which is stacked from top to bottom, from the head coach all the way from the special teams. The Philadelphia Eagles are, you can start from Carson Wentz all the way. They brought Deshaun Jackson back to the fold. Jordan Howard, a big vicious tailback coming out from the backfield. And you can't forget their two defensive ends of Derek Barnett and Malik Johnson. Fletcher Cox, who just signed a big major contract on his side, so he's happy. He's ready to come back and make some noise. You can't get about Ashlon Jeffrey on the receiver with Zach Ertz, the tight end. These Philadelphia Eagles are, they're stacked as well. They especially got a great head coach. He's ready Super Bowl champ. But hey, Nick Foles came to mind. But Carson Wentz, he's a great quarterback. Picked number one. Wasn't picked number one for a reason. Overall, he didn't get picked in the higher number one for no reason. But he hasn't put nothing in the postseason. We'll see though. You got to get your feet wet somewhere. He didn't have the opportunity yet, but who knows? But in my opinion, who win the NFC East? Of course, I got to go with my Dallas Cowboys. My Dallas Cowboys loaded with Zeke, Dak, Amari Cooper, the return of Jason Witten. Then you look at the defensive side with you got Queen, and of course you got Latham, and of course you got DeMarcus Lawrence, and hopefully Randy Gregory can come back and lead that big spark. Randy Gregory needs to stay out of trouble, get back into his focus zone. Of course, then we got the young Bucks and Jaden Smith and Van Der Esch. And of course, our young backfield, which is learning every year, getting better every year, growing together, led by Chris Richard, the physical and the hungry and the determined Chris Richard, who's looking to bring this defense back from the dead. To be honest, with Xavier Woods, you got Jeff Heath, and of course you got the Pro Bowler from last season, Byron Jones, Woozier. These guys they're here to make a statement here. And why not do it in a better team as the Dallas Cowboys in the biggest stage? I feel like they're going to win the NFC East. They're going to take care of that for the third year in a row. And of course, they're going to roll all the way to the Super Bowl. So book your tickets to Miami, Florida, because it's going to be a nice road all aboard the Dak Prescott train. Holla. Guys, I want you to thank y'all for tuning in to the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. It was a great show here today. I'll be back once again next Friday. Make sure you tune in to the Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. Once again, make sure if you have any comments, you want to tune in, leave a voice message, make sure you dial number down below, 1-888-534-8333. Talking Smack Sports Talk Show. You were here with DJ Luppa. We'll see you again. Holla.